Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of my first ever playthrough of Miles Edgeworth, of the Ace Attorney Investigations, or as it used to be known, Miles Edgeworth Investigations. Where we last left off, we had started the first case, discovered quite a lot of information about this, about a detective who was killed in Miles Edgeworth's office called Buddy Faith. Unfortunately, all the evidence, even after all the evidence, this random prosecutor, Jacques Portsman, has accused Detective Gumshoe of it because Gumshoe was apparently the only person with the key to Edgeworth's office. But now suddenly, there is a girl who's a member of the building security who apparently has the key. And is a material witness. So we're gonna see if this material witness can add any weight to Mr. Portsman's accusation against Gumshoe. Which I know it's gonna be wrong because Gumshoe is a bumbler, but he has a good heart. He's got a good heart. Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal. Don't. What's wrong with him all of a sudden? I believe she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss Maggie Byrde, a member of security. Hey, it's Maggie. She was in the Ace Attorney game. She was in the Ace Attorney games. We defended her. We first defended her as a police officer who was accused of murdering her fiance. Murdering her fiance. And then later again, she was accused of murdering someone in a cafe that she worked at. So yeah, it's nice to see Maggie again. She's a sweet character. I liked Maggie. Oh, hello again, Maggie. Detective Gumshoe, sir. Maggie. Miss Byrde is the security guard on watch tonight. I see. And your point is? My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this building. What? If you are not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Byrde. How dare you! I would never sneak into someone's room. That's right. I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. And for those who didn't play the Ace Attorney games, Gumshoe has a big crush on Maggie. He's got a big crush on Maggie, but he also knows that she is a good person. It was me. That's right, I did it. Oh, Gumshoe, shut up. Shut up, Gumshoe. You put your foot in it. Can we take that as a confession, Detective? Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right? Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason. Oh, this should be good. Reason for suspicion. It's pretty obvious that Miss Byrde snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Byrde as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message. I can see holes in that already. So you're saying she used the master key? Let's go over every door office door. Its use is controlled by security staff. Incredibly incriminating evidence, weren't you saying? That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. That was then, this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me. I wonder if there was anyone else other than Miss Byrde who could have used the master key. It seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him. Yeah, because I can see some flaws already.
Hold it!
Are you sure Miss Byrde is the only member of security who could have used the master key? There's only one person on staff this time of night, and tonight, she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Byrde? That's, true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir. Wasn't able to? What's that supposed to mean? Yes, moving on. I'd hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated. What do you mean, unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal. But you can't really trust her. You can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time. Should I hear Miss Byrde out? Yeah, I want to know why her, a member of security, couldn't use the master key. Not so fast. I, too, am interested in hearing what Miss Byrde has to say. Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies. I'll be the judge of that. Miss Byrde, if you please. I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 AM, sir. What do you mean by missing? As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it. Mr. Portsman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony, don't you? I can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words. I'm not lying, sir.
Objection!
If that's the case, then I'd like to know why you have the master key now. I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir. Ha, a likely story. And where's your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again. I never lose things. I can practically guarantee you that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it. Yeah, pal, trust me, you don't want to test just how bad her luck is. Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth. But... You still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office. Her motive? Didn't we already establish that it was theft? Yeah, but why would Maggie steal one of his files? What would she have to gain from that? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe. Again, why would she? What would she be looking for? It is as Mr. Portman says, Detective. I can't ignore the fact that all evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It's time to counterattack with a few facts of my own. Her intent? The messed up shelves wiped down safe? I'd say thievery. I'm going to press him on the other one. I'm going to press him on one of the others before I present evidence.
Hold it!
I concur that the culprit's motive appears to have been thievery. However, glad to hear that the great Miles Edgeworth is in agreement with little old me. However, with regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe... Hey, good thinking, asking for my opinion on the matter. Would it be too much for you to allow me to complete a full sentence? I mean, if Cadet Gumshoe is the one who opened the door...
Hold it!
I thought we had established Detective Gumshoe's innocence pretty thoroughly. It was just a theory, one hypothesis among the many possibilities. I mean, I had my doubts about Miss Byrde from the very beginning. Did you really? If that's the case, then why didn't you mention her first? Now, don't make that face. See, there goes the truth, running the other way. Let's pick up the pace and see if we can't catch up to it. I don't think you're catching my drift. Ah, but we're in agreement that the detective isn't the killer, right? If so, then I hope you understand what I say. That since she is the only one who could have opened your office door, then that leaves only Miss Byrde as our prime suspect.
Hold it!
Don't you think it's a bit early to be jumping to conclusions? Are you saying there's another way to open the door other than with the master key? Oh, I get it. Perhaps you had a spare made for someone else. I'll have you know, I have never made a spare, so what are you insinuating? Nothing. Guess I should have known better than to suggest that someone like you would. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she?
Hold it!
Is there anyone in this district who hasn't at least heard of Detective Gumshoe? Good point. He's practically a celebrity among us prosecutors. Really? I never knew I was so talked about. I was so talked about, sir. We're holding our collective breath, you know. For when you screw up so badly that you're literally chased off the force. Wait, what? Is that true, Mr. Edgeworth? Of course not. That's hogwash. Phew, don't scare me like that. I almost had a heart attack there. Like I said, Edgeworth knows that Gumshoe is a good guy. He's a bumbler, but he is a good guy. making all that more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message.
Hold it!
By dying message, you mean the bloody letters that spell out Gumshoe? I figured that whoever wrote his name must have wanted to frame him, and just the act of choosing his name is proof enough that the two knew each other well. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and present some evidence. I would love to. But first, we should listen a bit more and digest what he is saying, and press him for more information. Let's examine this key. Maybe there's something on here. No. Wait, hold on. There's no way. There's no... Yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, there's no... Wait, there's no way Maggie could have wrote that. Because if Maggie did write it, why would she write it upside down? Yeah, why would she write it upside down? And then, why would she write it upside down and then take a file? That makes no sense. Like, taking a file I can understand, but why write it upside down? Surely she would write it right side up. Nah, I don't think it works. Let's try that. Let's try that because, yeah, because the fact that Gumshoe's name is upside down, that seems very relevant to me.
Objection!
Mr. Portsmouth, there's a large flaw in your logic. Oh, I think I got that wrong. Really? I think it holds up rather well, actually. What do you think is wrong with it? Nothing. Let's move on. This isn't like you at all, sir. Concentrate. That was careless of me. I can't afford to do that, or the truth will slowly slip away. Remain calm, Miles. It's the only way. Okay, alright, wasn't that then? Edgeworth, what are you waiting for? Oh yeah, we've already seen this. Oh yeah, I didn't do that one, did I? Thievery, however. Yeah, he didn't let me finish with that one. So... Oh, wait, yeah, hold on. Each prosecutor has one in their office. Only they know of them. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, no, I see it now. If only prosecutors know about them, how would Maggie know about it? How would Maggie know about the safe? Now I see it. How would Maggie know about the safe if only prosecutors know about them? Yeah, I feel a bit dumb for missing that. Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Byrde was set on stealing something? Why not? It's the truth after all. Dude, would you stop stripping your jacket off, man? It was also by your logic that we came to the whole theory conclusion anyway. That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe, the existence of which is only privy to prosecutors. Ah! I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan. But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down. I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted. Oh, he's sweating now. Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal. And that means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either. Then are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor? Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable. He's sweating his ass off now. What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now? Curses! Why? What made you... What's with the angry face all of a sudden? It's all my fault. What do you mean? It's Jim. He knew about the existence of the secret safes. What did you just say? We were partners, like inseparable conjoined twins. That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes. Then that means... Yeah, I know. I had only just told him too. Obviously it was wrong of me to tell him. I still can't quite believe it. But the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim. Now he's claiming that the victim was the thief. And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Byrde. Excuse me? I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even your risky profession. What the? You're still accusing Maggie of the murder? Yes and no. I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who had probably drawn his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it? No, I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir. Plus, even if he was the thief, he wouldn't have a key to this office. Which is precisely why he had to steal it, wouldn't you say? It was Jim who stole the master key. Ah! Pretty impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here of us unless... Well, unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him. Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief? I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense. Has he no honor? Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind to see yourselves out? You can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office. Ah, but I'm the one who's been assigned to this case. You are all suspects to varying degrees, and therefore ineligible to run this show. Listen, pal, how many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit. Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself. But sir... We have no choice but to accommodate his request. For now. Haha, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'll be most grateful. Mark my words, Mr. Portsman. We will meet again. If that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now, don't disappoint me, you hear? This dude's very flamboyant, what the hell? To be continued. Oh, okay. Wait, so... Does that mean... Wait, if he's the prosecutor in this case, does that mean Edgeworth is gonna... Does that mean Edgeworth is gonna be the defense attorney? Oh, damn. What am I doing? Ah, there we are. Me being thick. 4:18 a.m. Cool. What is that prosecutor? I can't believe how rude he was. It was unbelievable. Please maintain your professionalism, detective. I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocent. You'll see, sir. But we've been kicked out of the crime scene, sir. True. So then, what now? Looks like my life's fallen into yet another gigantic ditch. Do not despair, Miss Byrde. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway. Eh? Really, sir? For example, this hallway. The linchpin of his argument against Miss Byrde is related to the master key. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information regarding the mystery surrounding my door. Okay, what about this? Well, first off, is this basketball? What is a basketball doing here? That's Mr. Portsman's prized possession, sir. I heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis. And not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in a hallway. Oh, so this must be his basketball hoop. What is a basketball hoop doing here? Hey, didn't this used to be just outside next to the building a long time ago? So when and why was it moved indoors? I don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently. Drag it? I heard that it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it himself. All the way up to the 12th floor? Damn. Oh hey, it's Winston Payne. You're a dickhead. It looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth. To be sure, a murder within the walls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. You must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly post-haste. Sounds like a messy case you've got on your hands. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door is always open. How gracious. I will keep your offer in mind. Who is this guy again? Winston Payne, a pain in the ass. Hello, dude. Is everything alright? Yes, sir. You must know, I weighed myself this morning and I'm finally at 154 pounds. Hey, good job. Congratulations. But I was asking about this hallway in this room. Oh, everything's okay, sir. A word of advice. Stay focused or you may start to lose even more weight. That is true. Whose door is this then? This office. 1203, 1203. Hey Maggie, whose room is this again? It's Mr. Portsman's, sir. So, he's my new neighbor, I see. I suppose he moved in when I was away overseas. Interesting, so he's Edgeworth's neighbor, okay. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Well, let's examine. I don't see any signs of forced entry. And according to the guard, no signs that the lock was picked either, sir. Meaning that the door really was opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob? Apparently, the doorknob's clean as a whistle. Wiped, they think. Whoever this thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind. They did indeed. 1202. Those 4 numbers on a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office. Whoops. Hey, these number plates slide right out, sir. They have to be able to take the plate off when a room becomes vacant, you know. Although, the idea that it can be so easily removed is kind of... yeah. A minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood. It's sturdily made, making it near impossible to break in by force. It's almost majestic, sir. I wish I could be as stately as this door. Only Gumshoe would praise a door as something greater than himself. Being a detective has its own rewards, and a certain virtuous value, I think. If you live up to your full potential, that's a poignant trait that anyone can admire. I see. So you're saying, sir, that me being me is the best thing I can do for everyone. Right. That long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir. Nah, he appreciates you, Gumshoe, even if he doesn't say it. Let's talk to Maggie, then. I was wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case. I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this is like a dream. A dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth. I can't let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the master key. I should jog her memory by showing my notes to her with triangle. Have you ever met the victim before? Well, I've seen him a couple times, sometimes before when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Mr. Portsman, sir. That sounds like fun. Just once, I'd love to play with them. It sounds fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portsman. All Mr. Faith ever did was pass him the ball, sir. On second thought, I don't think I'd have fit in all that well with him. Miss Maggie Byrde, correct? I take it that you are an acquaintance of the detective? She was under my supervision back when she was still on the force, sir. On one day, she got caught up in a murder, and things started going downhill, so she quit. But I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer. Or so I thought until a few hours ago. Right before I was about to clock out for the night. You got caught up in this hot whirlwind of a case, correct? Don't worry. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. Jesus Christ! How are you not dead? I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and now I even managed to be named a criminal just when I've become a security guard. That's a lot to go through in one lifetime. I know, and just when I thought I'd finally found my happiness, I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck. You don't need to worry about me, Miss Byrde, nor do you need to worry about yourself. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. Ask in return is for your cooperation. Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth. You can count on me. I'll do all I can to help. So, when did you discover that the master key was missing? By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. And I noticed it was back around 2:30 a.m. It was just sitting there on the ledge where the security room's reception window is. But I'm sure that between those two times, it was not just gone, but stolen, sir. Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place? Ah, it's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room, away from the window. Always, you say? Except for this time, correct? Well, I admit that was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I'd used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge. She used the master key? Why did she use it? What did you mean by you used the master key? Oh, I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor had forgotten his key. Oh! I mean, it's my job as security guard, right? Oh, wait. Oh, I think I'm starting to connect dots. I think I'm starting to connect dots here. Edgeworth said that the number plates on the doors can be easily taken out. So, and we've already discovered it's a prosecutor that it's most likely a prosecutor that did the crime. So what if the prosecutor who asked Maggie to open his door swapped his number plate with Edgeworth's? So Maggie thought she was opening the prosecutor's door, and that's how the guy got in. But then, oh no! But then, how does that explain the missing key? Yeah, how would that explain the missing key? I mean, it's my job as security guard, right? I love the little loose salute she does with her hat as well. Ah! What is it? That's right, I just remembered. The prosecutor who forgot his key. It was Mr. Portsman, sir. I figured as much. What? Please tell me more, Miss Byrde, quickly. It was around 12 a.m. Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office key, so he came down to security, sir. And that's when you loaned the master key to him? No way. It's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir. I see. And then, what happened after that? Well, he called for me to come close up his office as he was leaving to go home. That was around 1:30 a.m., I think. So, in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight. Okay. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to connect the dots more then. Because it's very possible she moved. Okay, this is kind of far-fetched, but it's very possible that Portsman moved the basketball hoop over to Edgeworth's door. Like, if it was him. Yeah, if it was... It's looking like... Yeah, because obviously we saw at the start of the case, Portsman was there standing holding the gun. So, it's very likely Portsman moved the basketball hoop over to Edgeworth's door, switched the nameplate, so Maggie wouldn't realize it's not his door. And then he went in. Yeah, he went in. He went in. Him and Buddy Faith must have stayed there for like an hour or so. Yeah, must have stayed in there for like an hour or so, or doing something, or talking or something. And then after he killed Buddy Faith, he came out, moved the basketball hoop back, and then asked Maggie to come. Yeah, no. Yeah, he came out, asked Maggie to lock up the door, and then he switched the nameplates back and moved the hoop back. Far-fetched, but very likely. Talk about suspicious. I doubt you can say that you've never left your keys at home, detective. I think this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portsman's door. I won't rest, but I expect every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Room 1203. I take it that this is Mr. Portsman's office? Yeah, you can't mistake it because that basketball hoop, sir. Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Portsman had actually wanted room 1202 really badly. But since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir. So why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202? I'm not sure, but I bet it's because of something like his birthday is December 2nd. Yep, that's gotta be it. I can't think of no reason why. I can think of at least 3. Bah, why am I even wasting time thinking about this? Door's locked tight. I bet the old credit card trick wouldn't work here, Mr. Edgeworth. This is the office of a high prosecutor, detective. These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them. Aha! So I guess only a great cat burglar can get in. That must be our culprit is. Oh, god damn it, detective. Might I advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from? A minimalistic, a classy door made of top quality wood. Kind of majestic too, fits in really well with the ambience of the prosecutor's offices. Even Mr. Portsman seems dignified, just because he works behind one of these. Nonsense, a man doesn't become more or less dignified because of where he works. Well, he still seems more dignified than Mr. Payne. Mr. Payne? I suppose custodial work can also be dignified. It's Mr. Portsman's personal basketball hoop. I can't believe he put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office. But, you know, it's actually pretty useful, sir. I haven't gotten lost trying to get to your office since it's been here. How long have I had the same office, and yet you still managed to get lost? I don't see anything about the door. Let's try talking to Maggie again. Oh, that's just pain. I've examined everything, so I don't get why. I won't rest while I'm expecting up the cranny. Oh! Oh! Hello, I see you there. It's... Ah, isn't this that missing 0 series file, sir? No doubt about it. The bloody letters mark it clear as day. There seems to be a few pages missing. Our thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind. So what are these 0 files about, sir? I guess they've got something worth stealing in them, huh? Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files. However, the cases within these files are not mine. Huh? They belong to the high prosecutor that used to occupy my current office. I have my reasons. Let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were. And that means the thief must also want the file for a specific reason, right? It would seem so. Only the pages related to that case from 10 years ago are missing. I wonder why anyone would care about such an old case. Why indeed? A well-crafted, high-quality sofa for visitors. The stitching is excellent. Talk about a luxury waiting area. These babies are also great for napping, you know. You would sleep even out here, detective? In a hallway? Whenever I do, I always wind up dreaming about giving testimony up on the stand. It always ends the same way, me getting trounced by a lawyer. Isn't that awful? Maybe I should give it a try sometime, to envision myself winning, naturally. Edgeworth. Let's examine them. I'm just like a security guard, so I'm not sure what I should do with that other than to guard it. It's like talking to another gumshoe. I can't... Let's see. Yes, sir. Anything of interest? Detective Gumshoe, you look rather intrigued by something. Care to share? It's nothing. But I noticed that Mr. Portsman calls his partner Jim. And the detective in that Sunday night drama, All My Cops, is named Jim too. I bet one of them is a big fan of that show. You seem to know a little something about it yourself. I take it you watch it too. Of course. The tight bond of friendship between prosecutor and detective is great, sir. But it's nothing compared to the super strong friendship we have. Ho ho ho. Friendship, detective? I think you're mistaking it with pity. How can you say that, sir? And after all we've been through too. Wow, I got a trophy for that? I got a trophy for that? Damn. I feel kind of bad for Gumshoe now. I assume you understand how to conduct investigations, Detective Gumshoe. Of course, sir. Examine anything and everything with X. By checking various things out, we can gather all sorts of evidence and information. You can see the evidence we've collected with R1. For information and leads, it's L1. That's it. Great job, sir. The deductive reasonable is the way to go. It's called deductive reasoning, Detective. Clearly something you lack. About Miss Byrde. No way she's the killer. Please don't tell me you buy into that accusation, sir. Rest assured, I think she's innocent. However, I need to ask her a few things regarding her security guard position. Well, if you're only asking, that's okay. Just stand next to her and then press X. Then you two can talk about whatever topic you pick. When you want to ask her about evidence, all you have to do is present it to her with triangle. After you choose what to show her, press triangle again and off you two go. I recommend showing different people different things. You'll be surprised by what they say. Thank you for an explanation, though I don't recall asking for one. Oh, just so you know, sir, you can show me evidence in the same way, too. I do believe it's time to get down to business and ask some questions of Miss Byrde. Ignored again. I was wondering about the investigation. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Let a real seasoned pro teach you how it's done. A real seasoned pro? Of instant noodle cuisine, perhaps. You know that you can always check out the really important spots in more detail, right? Yes. And if the area is too big, you can always use R to take a look around. Oh, but don't worry, sir. The R command will only show up when you need it. I knew that as well. And, when you think there's a contradiction or something unusual, try deduction. First, you line up your cursor at the suspicious looking area. Then press triangle and choose your evidence. When you set on a piece, you've got to present it with triangle again. I'm pretty sure I already knew that as well, Detective. Well, if you can remember all that, then welcome to the world of pros. I dub you Ace Investigator. Class dismissed. And all I wanted was an update about the investigation. Okay. I can't look around. Maybe... Ah, here we are. Yeah, this key was used to match, so... Maybe those two? Yeah, there we go. Miss Byrde, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story. What? No way, pal. I mean, sir. You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time. Wow, nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro. I had totally forgotten all about that, but thanks to you, I remember it now. You're right, it was around that very time that I realized the master key was missing. And? Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir. You pretended? Yeah, I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir. So in actuality, you never did relock the door then? Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly. Okay. So, does that mean we can go into his office? Oh, don't know that. Okay, does that mean we can go into his office then? I don't know then. What does that mean then? Is there a way I can go into the office then?
Eureka!
Contrary to reality and the evidence. If what Miss Byrde said is true, then why is this door locked tight? Huh? You know, you're right. Miss Byrde, are you sure you didn't relock this door? I am certain of it, sir. And I don't think Mr. Portsman had noticed it himself that I hadn't. Which means what, sir? It either means that he actually does have the key to his office, or that the door Miss Byrde opened wasn't this one at all, but a completely different one. Oh, wait, yeah, my theory about earlier as well, because when Edgeworth came, his door was unlocked. So it is very possible that the doors were switched then somehow. She opened a different door? How can you prove that? There's an easy way to find out. All we need to do is, we need to examine these. Right, have a look. Let's have a look at the history. Prints on the number plate. Yeah. Because then the numbers would have been switched. Otherwise, Maggie definitely wouldn't get that. The prints on the number plate. They would tell us all we need to know. Everything? Really? Like what, sir? Like, well, for example, shit. Damn it, okay, that failed. Well, we know for sure that Gumshoe's dinner only consists of instant noodles. Wow, that was amazing, sir. How did you know? Was that supposed to be a joke to cheer me up, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, that's it. Now then, we should get back to doing what we need to do, and that is... what about prints on the doorknob, then? The prints on the doorknob will tell us everything. Hey, you! Yeah, you, pal. Do us a favor and see what you can lift from this, okay? So, what did you find out? There's no need for such belligerent nostril flaring, detective. Sir, I have found only Mr. Portsman's and Mr. Face prints on this doorknob. So, only 2 people's prints were found on this, huh? That's pretty decisive. Huh? I'm lost, sir. Thinking logically, a certain other person's print should be on this knob as well. Now then, whose print should be on this doorknob? Oh, if Maggie opened it, her print should be on. Yeah, her print should be on it. Don't you find it odd that the prints of the person who unlocked this door are absent? You mean... Yes, the door that Miss Byrde opened could not have been this one, but a different one. Okay. What have we here? Oh, it's a note. I won't rest for this, but everybody. Yep. Oh, I see something else as well. Oh, excuse me. What is this? Little Barry Burton there. Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get it, sir. Let's see. Oh, there's something written on it. I brought the free piece of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone, but it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later. Looks like a note from the victim. Yeah, it's from Mr. Portsman. Okay then. And also, I can see there's a... Yeah. From that stain, looks like the basketball hoop was indeed moved. So it looks like my theory is holding weight. What's this? What are you looking at, sir? Oh, hey, how about a game? That's okay, detective. I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off. Hey, you're right, sir. I guess it shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk. Oh, Gumshoe, I love you, but please stop talking. The position of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I'd better take note of this. There are signs it's been moved. Okay, then. Investigation complete. Ah, yeah, baby. Poking around this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely. Huh? How so, sir? In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case. You know who the killer is? Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portsman. What? Mr. Portsman? I knew it. That's exactly what my logic sense were telling me too. I suspect it was for him from the instant he accused Maggie of being the killer, sir. That is anything but logical. Lady and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Come what may, it's time to knock on Truth's door. Room service. Mr. Portsman, I finished processing the bloody letters, sir. Oh, right. Let me take a gander at it. Pass it here. Okay, looking good. You there. Take good care of this. Dumbass. Well, if it isn't Detective Gumshoe. End of the line for you, Portsman. We've got you now. Call off your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke? It's no joke. We know, Mr. Jack Portman, that you are the guilty party in this case. You must be pretty upset getting chased out of your own room. I'd be mad too. So I guess you can stay, if you promise to stay out of our way. You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job? I can see right through the unsightly paper-thin mask you wear upon your cowl. Who'd have ever thought it would come to this? Actually, come to think of it, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? The legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 long years. But there was always this incessant chatter about forged evidence with that guy. Really teaches me that I've got to stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know. Are you done trying to play mind games with me? Because they won't work. The only thing you should be using that mouth of yours now is explaining yourself. Although that too will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, your game is up. Well, aren't we full of ourselves, even though you have yet to prove anything? Right, okay guys, I'm going to leave it here because we've done some pretty good here. You know, we completed the hallway investigation, and yeah, we completed the hallway investigation, and completed the hallway investigation, and we're about to see what Mr. Portsman has to say for himself. But yeah, I'll end it here, and we'll do his rebuttal next time. But thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and yeah, take care of yourselves. Goodbye for now, everyone, and have a great day.